Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Spy Family Season 3 Episode 7 reaction. Alright, the previous episode it was divided into two parts. The first part was Lloyd kind of trying to blend into his role as a psychiatrist, but there's this doctor who was very jealous of his position and was trying to mess things up, but Lloyd kind of flipped the script on him and kind of, like, I don't know, like almost like gaslighted him into becoming his friend. So, things are okay now. His disguise is perfect. And yeah, and then we had the second half, the last part of the episode, where Anya and her friends who were in the school bus, they got hijacked by the Red Circus, and that's where it ended. So let's see what happens. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference. Let's begin. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Hmm. The Red Circus. There we go. Right. Right. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Anya's just. Don't. Oh no, don't. Uh, like, I appreciate you trying to. Yeah, but better, you know. That's exactly why they. Oh boy, here we go. Damn, he has memorized it. Mm. Yep, and that's exactly why he chose this bus. Right. Yeah, I imagine he did this for like some kind of a political, not like money or anything, but just, something else. I've okay. Yeah, I was like, they'll probably get to know immediately. Yeah. Mm. Oh, he's not here. Is you're here? You should be here, right? Yeah. Well, that's exactly why they're doing this. No, it just it won't be. Yeah. Demand the release of a comrades. Everything starts. Messenger if bruh. 呃 30. Okay. Yeah, but how? Oh yeah, I just uh yeah. Right. Maybe some kind of yeah. Oh no. But how are you going to, bro? That is that's my handwriting. Oh damn, they have one of those. But how are they going to throw it outside? What are you guys doing? Yo, bro, you can't read. He knows what the um. Okay. Best secret plan. I was gonna say it's a level up, bruh. Alright, you guys do your thing quick. Throw. Yeah, throw it out. There you go. Oh no, he realized. Hey. Ah no. Okay. Have they written that they've been taken hostage? Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Thank God. It was written properly. Oh no. Right. Wait, what the hell is that? Is that a bomb or something? Yeah. Oh my god. Well, at least the SOS thing is out. Okay, there is a possibility he's lying to, but Anya can read his mind, so we will probably press the target. Yeah. Right. That is crazy. Wait, Lodi? Bro, what are you on about? Are you that dumb? What? Okay, you know what? I've always kind of not really paid that much attention about Yuri's antics, but this is too far. Damn! Okay, that's Becky's father. Damn. Mm. Yeah, we'll have to go discreetly and get them. Okay. Okay. Anya should read his mind. I feel like we'll get to know if he's lying or not. There's a big possibility he's lying because I don't know. I just get the feeling that he's not just going to like. There you go. There you go. I was gonna say, yeah, it's too dangerous to do that. Okay, don't let it out on your face, Anya. Right. Well, all right. Act a little bit concerned, at least. Actually, all right. You should. Damn. Yeah, a lot of like message overload. Well, he's scaring the others more by doing that. So, um, wait, what? Uh, oh, he's going to say, "Yeah, I am more valuable as a hostage." Oh damn, he has another fake one. It's like, wait, there's another one you have? That wasn't part of the deal. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's fake as well. Right. Bruh. Yeah, and you actually didn't really take her place. It just he just brought out another one. Oh, good lord. Bruh. Damn. Hmm. Don't tell him that. Oh my god. Because people could. Right. Hey yo. No, that was not that. Oh, it's a tire. Wait. Oh, someone popped it. Wait, what happened? Is the police here already? Yeah, there's like spikes or something. Yep. Wait, he didn't see that? Good lord. Crazy. Alright, here we go. Don't. Yeah, here we go. Damn. Hmm. Well. Oh, yeah, true. Oh. Oh, yeah, so that, because they can snipe them from the outside, so that they cannot do that. Yep, there you go. I was like, why is he putting it? It makes sense. Oh, they opened the door. Oh. Yeah, the people they are. Yeah. 17. Nautica. Right. Who the hell? Oh, is this state security? What are you on about? You have hostages. Are you? What is wrong with these guys? Well, you're not protecting the citizens like this. Oh my god. Oh, damn. So they don't know that. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Oh, don't shout. Why is this guy shouting? Chill. Oh, he's not a guy. He's a kid. I forget sometimes. Oh boy. Someone. Aye. Yeah, about the other bus. Hmm. Bus. Hmm. Right. There's the whole bus. Oh, it ended over there. Okay. Hmm. Okay. And there you go. That was today's episode. So today we had the whole bus hijacking situation going on. And it turns out Lloyd isn't here. I'm assuming Yor is probably here, but like we still don't know if Yor got that information that this is happening. Like, she's an assassin, so I feel like um there are like means of her getting information, but it's less likely that she'll get information like that compared to how Lloyd would have gotten, because Lloyd has a whole like he's connected with a whole network of spies. So the first things that they'll get is information about different type of things. Unlike assassins, where yeah, I don't know. I think like obviously like their group, like yours group, I forgot their name. What was the name of yours group? Something Garden or something. I've forgotten the name. Anyways, but as an organization, and like the ones at the top, they'll probably get a lot of information. Not necessarily your. Also, I'm pretty sure your is probably at her job now. Like, I don't think she's doing any type of assassination. She's probably at her job doing her, normal thing. So there's a high possibility that she has no information. Because this incident has not been made public. It's being kept in the, they're not like informing anyone. So I don't think your has this information unless she gets it from some other way. I don't know. But I guess uh, I'm not sure. Like, because she is friends with Melinda, right? And there is a possibility she might get information from her if she gets information that the bus has been hijacked. But I don't know. I have no idea. I There is a high possibility that this I don't know how, how many episodes this will take, but there's a proper possibility that you will probably get to know at the end, and she'll probably come in. But I don't, for now at least, I don't think Yo knows what's going on. Either way, um so this is what's happening here. And obviously the Red Circus took in these kids hostages because they are not doing this for ransom. They're doing this for like their comrades who have been uh locked up. And he wants them to get released. Also, he wants like a they want like a way to get away from here to some place. I don't remember. He said some name of a place. So these things the Red Circus wants. The problem here is, as we get to know later on from the the security, public security, or whatever, state security, sorry, the state security, is that a lot of their comrades are already dead, and he probably doesn't know that. So they were like, oh, it's kind of impossible to just release them all because most of them are dead. So yeah, that's another thing. Now, today we had like, obviously Anya can read minds, so it was pretty easy for Anya to keep a calm, head, because he can literally listen in to what the kidnappers are thinking. And uh, and what the Red Circus are thinking. So a lot of these situations, she just read the mind and she realized what's going on, and she was a lot more calmer than everyone else, obviously. So now there's another thing I am thinking. I feel like this guy, this Red Circus, the main guy, he he's probably not one of those like people who wants to hurt the kids. I just get that feeling, because he hasn't done anything up until now which would endanger the kid in that way. Like, yeah, he has taken the whole bus as a hostage. He is like shooting his gun. He is like kind of threatening them and scaring them. But something that will kind of like endanger their life, he still hasn't done anything like that. you know Even the bomb was fake. So I get the feeling that he is not one of those people. He Obviously he is a person who is doing this thing. He is kind of like this in automatically makes him like a like a bus hijacker, a terrorist, whatever you call it. But there are people who would actually hurt the kids for getting to their goal. I don't think he's one of those. I don't think he can do that. So that's why, you know I might be wrong though. I don't know. I just get that feeling. So let's wait and see. Because there were multiple things kind of like making me think about that. First and foremost, the bombs were fake, as we saw. You know, Also, like you saw later on where they were all cornered and the police came in. One of his friends were like, "Oh, why are you being so lenient? just tell them that you'll just shoot one of the kids every single, like as more time passes. And he was like, no, we cannot do that, because if we start doing that, they'll kind of charge in. So which is a logical, which is a logical thought process. But at the same time, I feel like he himself is not comfortable doing that, and he himself doesn't want to do that. That's why he didn't do that, or didn't threaten the police like that. um you know so yeah, because the thing is, like, he's not wrong, as you said, that if he gives them like some sort of an ultimatum and be like, all right, so like give us these things, 5 hours later, if you don't prepare these things, we'll start shooting, like, like them one after the other. If he says something like that, there is a high possibility the police will actually charge in, and then they're screwed. That is true. So it is better to just keep quiet and just keep them in this whole dilemma, and like, kind of make the situation like drag on, so that their parents, like the children, their parents, they get to know that, and they take some step to save the kids, which is basically they can pressure the police and the everyone else to actually listen to the Red Circus. Like, that's what they're actually planning here. And it is a valid plan. I think it is, I think, the best plan for now. But at the same time, I feel like there's also the reason why he didn't do that is because he himself doesn't want to like harm the kids. So that's why. Anyways, like I said, I might be wrong. Like, this is just what I felt in today's episode. I might be wrong. We'll see next episode. Right. Now, a few other things happened in today's episode. For example, what's her name? The handler. I always Sylvia, right, or something like that. I always forget her name. I don't know why. Like, she got the information, and at first she was like, oh yeah, the police can take care of it. But as soon as she heard that Damien and Anya is there, she's like, oh, okay, well, right, we have to do something. The state security also got to know this immediately, and Yuri was like, all right, like, let me go. But then they were like, oh no, we cannot do anything. And you can see, they, like, the state security is more like, right, like, we are not going to be negotiating with terrorists, and we won't be endangering the whole damn country just for like a hostage situation like this. That is like their whole thing. That's why they're trying to like kind of push this under the rug and just like, keep this whole thing quiet. um so yeah, the kind of like that. Yuri at first was kind of concerned, but then he, like, I have to say this, like, I've seen like a lot of people on the internet hate on Yuri because of his whole Syscon, like, like antics that he does. And I've never really been bothered by that much, that much, because this is like pretty normal for anime. Like, most of the shows, like a lot, not most, but a lot of the shows have this whole like Syscon Brocon thing going on, and it's just, it's just like one of those tropes. So it's pretty damn normal. I've been watching anime for how long? Like, I watched anime when, like, these type of, like, craziness was pretty damn normal. I started watching anime when Oreimo was popular, if you guys know Oreimo, like, that crazy, like, show. And like, these type of shows were very booming at that point. That's when I started anime, so I'm pretty damn used to this. So I never really got bothered by this or anything. But what he did today actually pissed me off. Like, he's like, where is that part? He's like, oh, I don't care about Lloydie's child, and I'm pretty sure my sister would be fine if she is. What did he say? Wait a minute, let me go back to that part. Yeah, he's like, I don't care about Lloydie's daughter. Honestly, I'd be happier. Oh, here we go. I'd be happier if she were out of the picture. I'm sure sis would prefer. What are you talking about? Is this what is like? You're a freaking, like, you're supposed to be someone who's protecting people. What the hell is wrong with you? And even if you're not someone who's supposed to be protecting people, like, if you're just a normal person, as a human being, how the hell can you say something like that? That it would be better if she's out of picture? What? Nah, man, this line actually pissed me off. Like, if I wanted to smack him there on the face. Like, how freaking dare you? Like, that is ridiculous. Like, that is absolutely ridiculous. Anyways, like I said, I've never really been bothered by Yuri's antics that much, and I was pretty fine with him. But this line pissed me off, really. Like, I really got pissed off at those few lines. So yeah, good lord. Anyways, um, right. Okay, so there you go. So that's what's happening. Yeah, with the state security at least. And as we see later on, the state security comes in, and then they're like, yeah, we are not going to be negotiating with terrorists. Just let's just go in, and but yeah, this is I don't know. I feel like this is just so. What can I say? Like yeah, I understand their point, but at the same time I don't, because this is like a whole hostage situation with so many kids at the same time. And like the fact that they were even able to utter something so despicable, like, oh, we don't care about the kids, all we care about is, like, like the country. The fact that they didn't even bat an eyelid and just said something so, like, inhumane and cruel, is what is bothering me. Like, that freaking guy that guy who's like standing, he was like, oh, we don't care, we, like, he didn't really say that, but he said that, there we go, we have an obligation to protect this country. Now here's the thing, I understand you have the obligation to protect the country, but I'm not sure if this guy has forgetting that a country is made by people. Like, if the people and the children and everyone in that country, if you are not able to save them, you're not saving your country. You just I don't know, like, that is just so like, these guys are so, like, not really. I don't know, like, it's just the fact that he said that, oh yeah, like, like, this people, like, they're a hostage situation, we're not going to be like, we're uh, we're not going to be negotiating with terrorists because we have a job to protect the country. Like, yeah, bro, like, the country is made of these children, they are the future, you know like, I can understand what he's saying. I can understand he's saying basically that, yeah, for these few people, I'm not going to be endangering the security of the country as a whole. That's what he's saying. But again, at the same time, the fact that he was just saying that without batting an eyelid is extremely, I don't know, like, the fact that he was even able to utter those words, like, when a situation like this is going on, and being like, yeah, we don't care, like, we're just going to go in and just attack them, and yeah, if there's like one or two kids die, we don't care. That was basically what they were saying. you know he's like, yeah, that's what's going to happen. The fact that they were able to say something like that without even batting an eyelid is pretty damn crazy. But yeah, whatever, man. Anyways, there we go. If you give in to terrorism, we'll be emboldening the West. Are you willing to endanger the lives of everyone in Ostania? Like I said, I can understand what he's saying, but at the same time, like, where do we draw the line then? Like, so the people can just do something like this again and again, and you're just going to be like, oh, we're protecting the country, so we're just going to sacrifice everything else. Where do we draw the line? When will this end? Like, you guys are going to keep sacrificing ordinary people to protect the country, and then one day you'll just realize that, oh damn, this whole country is just empty because we just sacrificed everyone to protect it. Because like I said, this can happen in the future as well. So are you going to do the same damn thing over and over again without trying to, like, find a better way to handle this? Is that what your job is? Like, as the people who are trying to protect the country? But no, they're like, oh no, well, yeah, we're not willing to endanger lives of everyone in Estonia. Like, that's pretty well. That's a very good thing you're doing. But at the same time, the fact that they were just, I don't know. Anyways, anyways, right. So that's that. Um, we have the handler Sylvia. She's dealing with, like, leaking information so that, like, other, like, the police department and everyone can make use of that. We have Yuri in the end, who starts investigating the other bus. Now it's a bit weird because, the other bus, we haven't really seen anything what's going on over there. it's as if like we saw that they took control of two buses, right? And then it's just like the other bus just disappeared somewhere. So yeah, but they know, like Yuri got the information that they're going to some forest or something. They said I need to recheck that part. So he's going in that part to check out what's going on with that. Right. Now all of this is going on. Now the biggest part of today's episode was obviously the section where Anya is tries to kind of make this information go out somehow so that people can find it and track them down. So her plan was basically to write the name of the place because she heard it from reading their mind, and throw it outside, which was a good plan. But at the same time, they did kind of mess up a little bit because like the Red Circus guy, he saw them do that immediately, and they just yeah, even though Damien was kind of um, distracting them still. Now, now the funniest part of this whole section is I immediately called it. I was like, the fact that he just took out a bomb and just strapped it on Anya, and he's like, oh yeah, we're just gonna blow you up. I'm like, bro, like, are you for real? This is an enclosed bus. Like, there's so many dangers, like in trying to blow up someone inside this enclosed bus. Like, no sane person is going to do that. Like, it doesn't even matter if you are like, because like I said, I think this guy doesn't want to harm the kids. Even if he was some like ruthless, cruel person who wouldn't even bat an eyelid if one or two of the kids died, even that person wouldn't do this, because that doing this would be endangering everyone, even their lives on the bus. Because just think about it, whatever bomb that is, or whatever that is, it is a bomb, as they said, and an explosion is going to happen. They're inside an enclosed bus, and there is like, obviously, like, this bus like is running on gasoline, petrol, whatever, like it's running on like like fuel. So making an explosion in the bus is obviously going to make, some way or the other, is going to endanger all of their lives, because like, if something happens, and if the whole bus catches fire or something, they'll just blow up, everyone. The whole bus will blow up. They'll probably have to just get out of the bus, and then what? They're on the streets with nothing, with a bunch of hostages. No person was going to do that. That is one of the most foolish thing I've ever seen, if someone did that. That's why I was like, in no way is this a bomb. This is a fake one. In no way he's going to do that. Like, that's why I was like, I think Anya should actually read the mind, because there's a possibility that this is a fake one, and he might be thinking about that. And yep, that's exactly what happened. Anya read the mind, and he was like, oh, that's just a fake one. In his mind, it's like, that's just a fake one. And Anya was like, oh, thank God. Right. But yeah, there you go. That's what happened. And then he just, like, obviously Damian had no clue about that. So Damian is like, oh, like, let me take her place. And then the guy was like, all right, here you go, here's another one for you. So Damian went there to try to save Anya's life by making him put that on him. He had a good plan. He was like, oh, like, I'm like one of the most valuable like children here, because my dad is uh Donovan, right? That's his name. Yeah, something like that. And I'm like one of the most valuable people here. So instead of Anya, put it on me, because I hold more value, which was actually a good like reasoning, a good logic. But obviously he didn't realize that he would just bring out another one and just put it on him. Okay. Now, either way, Anya knows it's fake. Nobody else does, and they're children. Obviously, they are extremely concerned. And even if they weren't children, even if they had the, I guess you could say, even if they had the idea that, like I said, the reasoning that I said, that no sane person is going to just strap a bomb in one of them and like threaten to blow them up while on a bus, because they will blow up as well. There's a big possibility if the fuel tank catches fire or something, all of them will blow up. So no sane person is going to do that. Even if the children, like, or Damon, they had that idea and they realized that, oh, this is probably fake. The fact that it was strapped on them would still make them extremely afraid. Like, oh, there's a possibility this is real or this is not real. Logic won't work there because you have the damn thing on your neck. Can you imagine? So even if you like put logic into it and you're like, oh, like this is probably fake or not, you're still gonna be completely scared. Anya was completely fine with it because she actually heard him thinking that, oh, this is fake. So it was confirmed that this was fake. So, anyone is going to just completely be extremely scared in a situation like this. And these guys are kids, you know. So that is why Damien was extremely paranoid and just extremely scared stiff at that moment. And obviously Anya can read minds, so she realized, and yeah, and she kind of grabbed his hand and she was like, "It's fine, this is fake." And I was like, "Don't tell him this is fake because there's a big possibility that they might overhear it, you know." But at the same time, if she didn't do that, I feel like Damien would be extremely like scared. But I guess Damien didn't really believe her. He was like, "What the hell are you talking about? How do you know that?" So I don't think he believed her that it is fake. I'm pretty sure he still thinks this is real, but you know, like yet when he saw Anya being so chill about it, he was like, ah, what the hell am I even doing? Like this girl is just doing whatever. So right. Either way, there you go. And then the police got involved. Okay, so yeah, like the police got involved and they immediately knew where to go because of that letter. Those passerbys, they opened it and then they realized it. So that's what happened. That's how they got the information and they were able to come here. um right. And also I guess it was like her name, Sylvia as well. Like they were also leaking information about the possibility of where they are going and what's going on. So all of those things together, the police, they were able to understand what's happening and where it's going to happen. So they came in and surrounded them, burst their tires, and now they're in a very dangerous, like a stalemate type of situation, because the Red Circus, they're like, oh, like give us back our people, get us a getaway vehicle, and we will send all the kids home. While we have the state security being like, oh, we don't negotiate with terrorists, half of their people are dead, and so yeah, we're just going to just rush in. And then we also have the children and their parents being extremely, like because all of these guys are like, they're like top and off the top, like like businessmen, like politicians and everything. So they like are not just going to sit still. They probably have their own personal army, and they're probably going to mobilize them to take care of this situation. As you can see, Becky's father was like, oh, send this, send our army and just destroy them and everything. And that butler lady was like, stop, you're just going to make this worse. uh, right. So yeah, like like I I feel like the Red Circus, at least, obviously this was a very, like, this is like probably the most efficient way for their demands to be met, where they took control of this bus full of children whose parents are like the top and the top of the hierarchy ladder of this place. Like someone's like some kind of a politician, like some kind of a business mogul, some CEO of some huge company, rich and the richest of the people over here. So it is like a very valuable target for them to take hostage, and there is a big possibility that their demands will be met because these guys have, like, they can make, like, the government, like they can move the government. They have that amount of power, I feel like, especially when all of them and their children are endangered. They can't do that. So, there is like a very big possibility of their demands being met. So, and that is exactly why they took this bus as a hostage. Like, that is understandable. But at the same time, it's a double edged sword, in my opinion, because at the same time, he and the Red Circus made so many families their enemy. And then there's a possibility that these families, because they have their personal army, they can literally just take them all out if they mobilize their army and like their assassins or whatever they have. So it's a double-edged sword, like I said. Like, there's a big high possibility that their demands will be met because these hostages, their parents are so damn powerful. But then there's also the other side of the double-edged sword where, yeah, since you've pissed them off, they are going to just destroy you some way or the other. And so it's a double-edged sword, very like dangerous what they did here. Right, but as they said, as long as they have the children as hostages, their parents won't do anything because obviously doing something will be endangering their children, so they're not going to be doing anything. I'm very curious as to see what's happening in Damien's family now, the current situation. I'm sure they got the information. Like Becky's family got the information, and you can see like how Becky's father is just freaking out. I do wonder how Damien's family is kind of, because the thing is, I can imagine Melinda freaking out because it was kind of established in the previous episode that even though Melinda and her son doesn't really have a good relationship, Melinda's still concerned about him, and is that she's a bit awkward with him. That's why she is still concerned about him. She asked Yor about how his son is doing in school, you know. So I can kind of guess how Melinda's like feeling now after getting this information. She's probably freaking out and everything. But I do wonder how his father is taking this because that dude, we don't know what type of a person he is. We have seen him sometimes, but we still have no clue what type of a, I don't know, like a personality he has. Is he one of those people who is like, I don't know, like who's just focuses on like, like, uh, I don't know, like who puts like these type of like situations like who's like more logical before emotional, even if it's about their kids. Is he one of those people? Then he'll probably be very like stoic. But I don't know, like we still don't know. Like we have seen him sometimes, but we still have no grasp about what type of person he is, what type of personality he has, like so yeah, either way, I'm curious as to what is going on over there in Damien's family. Right. So yeah, there you go. That's what's happening here. So let's see what happens now. Like the Red Circus, they have kind of taken preparations. They just like covered up the windows and everything so that they don't get sniped. Then they also kind of showed Damien, and he was like, "Yeah, give us back our comrades, and then we'll send the kids back." He did all of that. He even showed the bomb in his that fake bomb in his neck, and he was like, "Oh, this is a bomb," and the police also believed it, obviously. So yeah, right. And yeah, so there you go. That's what's happening. Obviously, this is not going to end well. We can kind of imagine. I'm pretty sure, like the Red Circus are in a very bad situation here. Like they are just stuck, and by the looks of it, like the leader, that guy, he doesn't want to hurt the kids. That is one of the biggest reasons why I feel like they are in a very bad situation. You know. So yeah, but at the same time, like as long as they have the kids with them, nobody's really going to do anything. I feel like like the police will be hesitant in attacking. Like the children, their parents will also be hesitant in attacking because their children are there. You know, so it's a stalemate basically, unless and until something happens. and the one of the side moves and does a, like, makes a move, there's a stalemate. So right. Okay. Yeah, and there you go. So that is it. That was what happened today. This is going to continue next episode. So let's see how this proceeds. So that is it. Thanks for watching. This was my reaction to episode number 7 of Spy Family Season 3. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.